Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin here with my friend Freddie the Teddy, Rufus the dog, and Patrick the bear. Today is Tuesday, the 20th of February, 2023, and this is your card of the day. All right, so once again, we're using the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle by Radley Valentine and illustrations by Echo Chernik. So here we go. Thank you, guardian angels and spirit guides, for being with me today in all ways, in all things, in all directions of time and space. Let there be no limit to the ways in which you assist all of us today. Thank you for trusting me with your message of clarity and bringing those messages of inspiration, of joy and happiness to all that will listen or all that come to hear. I set the intention to bring your clarity, your wisdom to everyone. So be it and so shall it be. All right, found out these cards. There's one right there that I want. And here we go. This card today says, let it go. Oh, I like this a lot. So this is an image and it is a version of Archangel Michael. And what I want to just say to you really quickly about this card is that, you know, to me, it sort of appears like that Farrah Fawcett type image, a force to be reckoned with. Up here, we can see a butterfly. And around here, we can see the light of spirit, the constellations. Oh, sorry, I got my hand in the way. The constellations of ancestral energy, and in this sword of light is cutting through all of the energetic ties that bind us to the past, the people of the past, the conversations in our mind, all of those things that we get stuck into. It's a little bit like, not to be gross, but you know, you've chewed on something, you've got these pieces stuck in your teeth. You've got to get them out. You've got to let them go. So the card number 18 adds up to a 9. 9 to me means completion. This situation that you're in no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future. Now, this is going to mean different things to different people. What it's going to mean to you, to me, individually, we're going to be placed in a we're going to be placed in a mindset, a remembrance, a message for you that something that you are working through or working with is getting in the way of your progress. And maybe some of you have been secretly, silently, quietly praying, asking for spirit, for guidance on the best way to move past it. For me, it is a way of being able to look at what is possible once this situation has resolved itself. What can I look forward to? How can I expand? How can I transform? And we're all in this huge transformational growth. So you're going through it, I'm going through it, the next door neighbors are going through it, people up the street going through it, people in the car next to you that you don't even know are going through it. Whatever it is, the stuff that's holding you back is the idea that you are stuck to some kind of false narrative, some kind of energetic strand that's keeping the playback. You know, think of a football game when you're watching it on TV. Every 5 minutes they're playing back the playback. But I am going to read what Archangel Michael suggested through Radley from this guidebook, because I think it's helpful and I think it will help you understand as we read the words. Frequently, the activities you humans engage in are focused on seeking freedom. You want to be released from old ideas, expectations, fears, worries, dramas, the stories you tell yourself, the past, and more often than not, you can imagine all the other people that you need to be released from. Sometimes what you want is physical freedom, but usually it's emotional, mental, or spiritual freedom that you're asking for. The tricky part is getting people to participate in their own release. You might be shocked by how many souls are afraid, deep down, of that freedom. I can use my sword of light to sever the energetic connections to what's making you unhappy. But your free will gives you the right to not let it go. Metaphorically, I can unlock the prison. But if you refuse to leave the cell, then there's nothing I can do. I want you to be free. You may even believe that you're desperate to be free, but there's something you're holding on to. It is a memory, an idea, or is it a story? Is it a person? Ask yourself. If you've given the past power over you and over your happiness in the present time because you're afraid you'll never be happy, well, if this is true, it's time to dismiss that false notion. Have the courage that you can stand on your own power and live in the right now. You can ask me to sever the energetic connections that hold you back 1,000,000 times, and I will never get tired of doing it. I will do it over and over and over again with joy. But we'll both be even more joyful if you make the choice to really, finally let it go. I hope that helps. I almost feel like, and I'm going to use this as an analogy, many years ago, I think it was 1988, I was going through my first of many challenges, emotionally, physically, in a place that I wasn't sure I needed to be in, doing some things I knew were not good for me. And I went on a weekend retreat. It was called the Experience Weekend, and boy, was it an experience. I arrived at this place with all these instructions to give up what I believed was worldly goods, a watch, a wallet. We didn't have cell phones back then, but then anything that was attaching me to my present life and what my life was about, without any explanation, unconditionally give these things up. Now I went along with it, the great adventure. I'm looking for freedom. I'm looking for something new and different. Others were losing their cool. They were not sure how in the world they could survive without these things. The weekend preceded meditations, understandings, the way this works, basically like this, letting go. And at some point, I felt lifted, lightened, brightened. There was a part about what we believe other people perceive us and what we think they think of us. We're so busy trying to be what other people expect us to be. We're not being ourselves. We're not being authentic. And when you try to be what other people expect you to be, you're acting. It's all ego. Or if you're trying to please other people because you think if I please other people and I give other people what they want, they're going to like me. Or you think this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm meant to do all these things. I'm meant to be all these things. I'm meant to accomplish these great things. Well, yes, but only on your terms. Only because it's what you want. Only because it's what makes you happy. But this fear that somehow or another it's going to get you in trouble. So this weekend finished and it was glorious. There was a theme song that kept playing in my head days and days and days later. I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. And on and on and on it went. It felt like I had gone into the washing machine. My old self needed cleaning up, tidying up. I went in the tumble dryer, got fluffed up, smelt good, got folded and got put back into place that I needed to be. Very quickly, those same habits and very quickly, those same old things would creep back in. And this is when Archangel Michael tells you, I will continue cutting the ties that bind you to people, places, situations, stories, drama, anything that you no longer need. Because if you're weighing yourself down, if you're putting the wagon of stress and woe, all of these things into this basket, it's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier. And at some point, you will not have the lightness and the joy and the freedom for you to just fly out and go. And this also applies to me. It takes me to look at my hard knocks, to look at the habits I've got going on and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I have to keep doing it. Release, release, let go, let go. There's only one way to transform, and that is to accept where you are right now, to let go of what doesn't serve you, so that you then can fly high and transform from the chrysalis into the butterfly. I hope that these little daily videos are really helping you to move the needle. And I also want to let you know I love you, I'm with you, and so are your angels. Until tomorrow, keep liking, subscribing, and sharing. Bye.